So the final 2 minutes of Lakers-Warriors took exactly 23 minutes.
It was that long.
And 27 seconds of real time to complete. 23 minutes and 27 seconds. And
It's unacceptable.
it is unacceptable.
No, it is.
That's from Worldwide Rob Perez on X. He's all NBA and whatnot. But we're sitting there in the studio like, really? Really? What is going on here? So it almost overshadowed what was a great win for the Golden State Warriors, who had lost 11 straight games in that building. Crypto.com Arena hadn't won there since November 28th, 2021, when they beat the LA Clippers. So it was a good win for the Golden State Warriors. As we say, good morning to everybody out there on YouTube and Twitch. Brought to you by First NorCal Credit Union. Upgrade your savings dividend. Open a First NorCal First Class Money Market today. Comcast Business Text Line as well. We see you. Good morning to you all out there getting off your graveyard shift. If you're at work, what is happening? If you're getting off of work, or if you're getting ready for work, what is happening? Be safe on those roadways as we get ready for March Madness. What a weekend of sports. Bay FC winning their first ever game. Watching me some soccer yesterday on the pitch down in L.A. That was pretty cool. Had a lot of stuff going on. JUCO West Valley goes 34-0 to win the Junior College Men's Basketball Championship. 5th team to ever do so at JUCO to go undefeated. Unbelievable run for them. I know you're out there at West Sunset.
Spectacular
day. It looked beautiful. The photos looked awesome as all the little leaguers are getting their swings out there. But you get the Warriors beating the Lakers, and all of a sudden, I feel like there's a little pep in our steps here this morning on the Monday, Shasky.
Well, they got to 3 home games this week, and then they go on the road. And so that Laker win was huge. And can we just give a quick round of applause? If you got it on the board, Spadoni. I mean, first NBA all soft, in the words of Joe Spadoni, Anthony Davis. This guy, he's got his hands up right now on the other side of the glass. Like, is this guy's retina going to be detached? Like, seriously, what? Like, he got scratched in the eye.
Poked.
Dude, my little guy's like 4 months old. He scratches his own eye every single night while sleeping when he gets out of his sleep sack or whatever the heck that thing is called that he's in. Anthony Davis getting paid, what is he, $50 million this year? Can't come back into that game?
That eye was swollen, though.
Oh,
it was swollen. That's what listen.
Give me a break.
That eye was swollen shut.
He missed one shot, and I knew, this guy's coming out of this game.
Hey.
He clanked off the back rim. I knew he was coming out.
Hey, but you know what? That changed the game.
Oh, you think?
That changed the game.
The whole broadcast, they're like 60 points now in the paint.
Yeah, well, that's the numbers I have here. So, in the first quarter, points in the paint, Lakers 14, Warriors 4. Lakers were able to do whatever they wanted to do in the first quarter. Hell, in the first half, the Lakers shot 57% from the floor and 47% from 3. And the points in the paint, it was all Lakers after the first quarter. But from that point, after the first quarter, for the rest of the game, the last 3 quarters, Warriors 58 points in the paint, Lakers 40. That's right, 58-40. So they were able to flip it. They were able to go to the rack at will. They dropped 38 assists in that basketball game. The Golden State Warriors, that is. Steph was doing his thing. Klay Thompson, we're going to get into him. Jonathan Kuminga showing out.
Jonathan Kuminga was awesome.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's fine.
How about the first half? It felt like AD was sagged off him, and he took a little there was one, he walked into a 3. He walked into a mid-range, and then he hit one in the corner as like a little mid-range. I was loving the game from Jonathan Kuminga. And then as the game progressed, he had a couple high-low passes. It reminded me of Iggy and Draymond back in the day. That's what it reminded me of.
Speaking of Draymond, I thought he was phenomenal on Saturday night. I thought he was hooping, man. Season high tie, 13 assists, his 6th double-double of the season, 12 rebounds. As you mentioned, the 4-on-3. The gravity is Stephen Curry. You want to double him, he gets the pass off to Draymond Green. We had, speaking of Iguodala and Shaw Livingston and all those guys coming baseline, catching that jam. We saw Kuminga do it over and over. We saw Andrew Wiggins do it. I saw a spirited Andrew Wiggins on defense. Maybe, just maybe, that could be the turning point of this season for the Golden State Warriors. Now, I'm not sitting up here saying championship or deep run here, but here's the reality. You're 2 games behind the Dallas Mavericks in the loss column. You're 2 games behind the Phoenix Suns in the loss column. You're 3 games behind the Sacramento Kings in the loss column. You play the Mavericks 2 more times. You play the Lakers another time. It is possible just to get into the 7-8. That's what you got to look at. You want to try to get out the 9-10. Can you get to 7-8? Now, Kyrie Irving would have been nice if that back ribbed it.
Did you see that?
I mean, that shot was just ridiculous. And what was a
left-handed hook shot?
It's one of the best NBA games I watched all season.
I couldn't believe that shot.
I mean, the shot was incredible.
Me screaming at Evan Giddings earlier last week about how I'm taking Kyrie over Dame has aged so beautifully in the last couple of days.
Well, Dame did drop 16 assists against Phoenix earlier that day.
I'm still taking Kyrie.
Dame did hoop yesterday against the Phoenix Suns.
Aren't you?
I think Milwaukee, I mean, the best ability is availability, right? And I know Dame Dollar is available. I mean, look, you could go Kyrie. I'm taking Oakland's own Dame Dollar. I got no problem with that. But Kyrie is just, I mean, him and Luka were putting on the show yesterday. Just Jamal Murray down the stretch, all that stuff. But I'm looking at Dame Dollars real quick. His stat line from yesterday, 31 points, 16 assists.
Yeah.
So he actually put on a show, too, on the ABC. But Saturday is about the Warriors and what they did. And I know right away you said we'll get the Magic and Bird and LeBron and Steph because I do think individually, another Steiny somewhere is going to kick a can somewhere, and some of the OGs are going to be like, Bonta, you were born in 1982. You don't understand. I understand what Bird and Magic did for the league. I really do. They saved the NBA. West Coast, East Coast, Lakers, Celtic, meeting 3 times in the NBA Finals in the 80s, meeting in the NCAA championship when Magic was at Michigan State, and, of course, Larry Bird was at Indiana State. What they did for the league will forever be submitted. They'll be forever etched in stone as the guys who saved the NBA, taking the NBA off a tape delay and making sure their product goes live, especially during the NBA playoffs. But I also think LeBron and Steph has surpassed that individual matchup. They've met more times.
Oh.
They've met more times. They met 4 straight times in the NBA
50,
Finals.
It was the 50th appearance was Saturday.
Saturday.
They kept talking about 22 of them in the finals.
5 straight times, both of those guys have scored at least 30 in a game against each other.
Did KD rob us of some of that? Just in terms of like the head-to-head? Because it did feel like for the 2 years when KD hit the daggers in his face, I believe game 3 one year.
Game 3.
And then was it game 2 the other year?
No, game 3.
Okay, both times was game 3. Not that Steph wasn't a part of it. He was. It just felt like KD was a big part of 2 of those.
No, it's a good point. It's a good point. It is a good point.
So you think Steph and LeBron have done more?
No, I'm not saying they've done more.
What do you say? Okay.
I'm saying this head-to-head matchup may have catapulted above Magic and Bird in terms of iconic Hall of Fame individual matchups. Now, look, most consecutive matchups scored 30 points each. Curry and LeBron have had 4 straight matchups in which both have scored at least 30.
That's pretty cool.
They've both put on shows, right? Steph Curry is 25th game this year where he scored at least 30. But you look at their all-time matchups, when they matched up, and this was supposed to be the quote-unquote LeBron James era. It's Steph, like this little comment out of nowhere, and the Golden State Warriors kind of said, no. We're going to rewrite NBA history here. It's not just going to be all about LeBron James. We're going to be this little franchise on the West Coast in the Bay Area, and we're going to come out of nowhere, and we're going to win 67 games under Steve Kerr, and we're going to win the championship. So to meet in 4 straight NBA Finals. Now, the Lakers and Celtics never met in back-to-back seasons, if I'm not mistaken. No, they did. They did. My bad. 84, 85, right?
There you go, 84,
85. I got to get my matchups right
83
here.
Was the 76ers.
But they only met twice a year now for a long time. Steph and LeBron only met twice a year. Now they're meeting 4 times a year with the LA Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. I don't know, man. The modern day, I was just thinking about it as we think about we were playing a segment on the Warriors pregame show Saturday night. We're saying, who's got next? Who's the next rivalry? Is it Luka and Booker? Is it Anthony Edwards and maybe SGA? Is it Chet and Wemby? Is it Paolo Banchero and Tatum? Who's got next? We didn't expect this between Steph and LeBron. If we gotten it for over a decade, it's lasted longer than Magic and Bird. It really has.
Well, I mean, because Bird got hurt, and the eras were totally different. I mean,
they were different.
Look at the game logs for those guys over the decade, leading up to it. And then obviously what happened with Magic Johnson, it deprived everyone of seeing him at the end of his career. I think who's got next? All young NBA players against league officials. That's who's next.
Wow.
I mean, right? I mean, that's really, am I wrong? I mean, so no. Bird and Magic is just, I don't think you're going to knock it off its pedestal. There's a nostalgia wrapped around all of those things. And also, look at where the health of the league was prior to Bird and Magic, and look where the health of the league was prior to Curry and LeBron. The financials are very, very different in terms of the actual on-court, legacies and how the game is played. I might listen to that because there is an element of like Curry changing the game in terms of style of play. Yep. And there is an element of LeBron James positionless basketball and being a pass first guy that I do believe it's an intoxicating way to play the game. But Magic, Showtime Lakers and Magic, and then the way Larry Bird played the game, these are iconic styles.
No, you probably are right. You probably are right. It's a controversial take because of what Magic and Bird did for the league.
So I'm trying to think of like other sports, like how it would rival, like
Manning Brady.
That's his first thing I thought of, Manning Brady. Like who right now is Patrick Mahomes' contemporary?
Doesn't have Josh Allen, maybe?
Joe Burrow? Josh Allen
Lamar Jackson. Not Lamar Jackson yet.
Yeah.
But,
part
Joe
of what
Burrow.
makes a LeBron versus Curry thing is LeBron beat him. I think there has to be some balance between the two rivalries. Like Red Sox Yankees, for the longest time, it wasn't a rivalry, and then it was, and the Red Sox have, got the best of them.
It probably was Tom Brady, but he beat him twice, then he retired. For Mahomes.
Talking about Mahomes.
Yeah, it probably was Tom.
Probably was Tom.
Curry versus LeBron is definitely one of the top 2 or 3 matchups in my lifetime. There's not
easily, right? Easily. Like think baseball.
Bonta,
what would it be in baseball?
Giants, Dodgers, but his team.
But they met once in the playoffs together.
Yeah,
Giants, Dodgers.
I know.
You've seen it one time.
But you see it 20 times during the regular season.
Right.
And they're vying for I know it's not
but
the same.
But it is different when you meet, so like the Celtics and Lakers, they met in the 84 finals and then they met in the 85 finals. So Lakers ended up winning championship, 80, 82, 85, 87, 88. Celtics went 81, 84, 86. They met back-to-back years, 84, 85. So you got that. But these guys met 4 straight times at the highest level. And, the Kevin Durant factor is real. That is a real thing.
I think you have to play both sides of it when it comes to KD because you could make an argument the Warriors don't get back to the Western Conference Finals or to the finals without KD. I don't agree with that, but you could make that argument. The Warriors needed to kind of shift where they were at. You're getting not the best version of Andrew Bogut at that particular point in time. So, I don't know. It's an interesting one. I say this. I still enjoy watching LeBron James. I know there's a lot of people that can't stand him. Yeah. I think we're going to miss him when he's gone. I miss Tom Brady, even though he's not there. There was something that I find intoxicating about someone that you hated for so long, and then eventually you tap in, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy this all-time great while they're still there. Right. We just watched Aaron Donald retire. I didn't see that coming. Yeah. And now I kind of wish like I had appreciated Aaron Donald more, even though I did.
Right.
Emmitt Smith was a guy that I didn't appreciate for like 10 years. And then I watched him play for the Arizona Cardinals as an old man. I was like, you know what? This dude's an all-timer. Like, he's an all-time, but you should appreciate this guy while he's still there. Kershaw. I look at Kershaw and Verlander. These are the 2 aces of their particular, generations. And as much as I can't stand Kershaw, I also like watching him.
Right. Especially as he ages and you're like, wow, this guy's still pitching at a high level. He's still giving you 6 innings.
Came out when Lincecum came out.
Right, I know.
You know what I mean? Like think about that, Giants fan. So there is something that as I watch LeBron James, as he's only a couple years younger than me, it's like, dude, what this guy's doing, clean or not, is absolutely incredible.
Right. No doubt. And
absolutely incredible.
It is.
The fact that the Warriors have won 4 championships during the LeBron era, during that player, because he's still, he dropped 40 on Saturday, and it's like now he's got the 3 ball. He's always been a streaky shooter from the 3-point line, even in his Cleveland days, the first go round. But the things that he's still
the highest
doing.
Percentage of his career.
I know. He's got better with the jump shot.
The left side, he's like automatic.
Oh, yeah. He's automatic from the left side. He can go to the rack at all times. He makes the right pass. He hasn't changed. He's like, to me, it's kind of just funny. I just laugh. I'm like, this guy's in his 21st year in the league. 21st year in the league. I believe he could play another 5 years.
I think everyone does.
He's averaging 25, 8, and 7.
Look, B.
Right? I'm like 25, 8, and 7 as a 39-year-old player who's grown up in this league since he was 18 years old. So to see him at 39, Steph at 36, still dominating the headlines. There's nothing like Steph and LeBron. Like, we're getting closer to all these young teams that are coming and whatnot. But you got LeBron and Steph on a Saturday night, which is must-see TV. And two of the best Saturday nights we've had in the NBA all season,
yes.
they were both a part of.
Yes.
The double overtime game. LeBron becomes the oldest player to have, 30-plus points, 15-plus rebounds, 10 assists, and Steph drops to 46 with 9 threes. Then you get a couple more Saturday. That was January 27th. Now you get Saturday, March 16th, and they're out there dueling at Crypto.com Arena for a play-in spot. For a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's just a play-in, but there's still 39. No. I'm amazed at LeBron. I am. I can't stand him. I don't want him on my team, and we'll get to that in just a second.
God.
I want Steph to have more rings than LeBron. I'm sorry. That's why I want to know.
I'm going to start calling you Dr. Seuss. This guy's got a hat that's like 7 feet tall.
Right. No, seriously. Why?
Because you're capped, dog. You know you take LeBron in a heartbeat. Any Warrior fan out there who's just in their head, just hear me out. Swapping out something like Wiggins for LeBron. You're doing it in a heartbeat.
No, of course you're doing it. Of course you're going to do a deal like that.
Of course you are.
My point is, I want Curry to have more rings than LeBron.
Okay.
Like, is there any Magic Johnson or Larry Bird fan out there that wanted Magic or Bird to play together
totally different era.
during the height of their powers?
It was 35 years ago.
I hear it. So what, though? But there was probably, you think there was any Magic fans saying, like, man, I want my guy to play with Bird? I know they played the Dream Team together. That's the Dream Team.
I thought the Dream Team was pretty freaking awesome.
No, it was awesome.
I don't know. I think we kind of liked it.
The Dream Team was awesome. We're talking about NBA teams.
It's just different.
NBA teams.
It's totally different now.
Yeah, no,
Wouldn't you agree? It's totally different.